What's up, guys? It's your boy Email Mentor back with another video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share if you care. So I know I've been away for a while since like the late August. I haven't really made a video. I know I've been away. It's just been busy with school and some other stuff that kind of transition. So I couldn't really sit on here and be on here. I did a female rap video where I broke down like Doechii album because I missed it. It came out right after I left from YouTube, right when I left YouTube for a while. I think it came out like right around that time. Same thing with this album, Sabrina Carpenter's album too. But I did a female rap album with Doechii's album, Glorilla's album, Megan Thee Stallion's Megan album, the deluxe Act Two, and I did Nicki Minaj's Pink Print 10th year anniversary. So I did those four uh albums and projects and mixtapes. I did all of that on one video for the female rap girls that I missed when I left. And now I'm doing this one for the pop boys and girls. And I will be doing one for R&B and hip hop. So get ready for some videos to be uploaded soon. But even though I don't really be on here a lot, but I do be in the loop and I do know what be going on. So today we're gonna be talking about Sabrina Carpenter. We're gonna talk about her album because I missed her album. Her album came out right around the time I left too. So I had just left before she had just missed me with her album. So we're gonna talk about that. I know I'm a few months late. We're gonna talk about Katy Perry's album. Yeah, I didn't like that album. We're gonna talk about 143. We're gonna talk about Lady Gaga's Disease, her new single. We're gonna talk about Rose and Bruno Mars ATP. And we're gonna talk about I think APT, excuse me. And we're gonna talk about Lil Nas X, and he dropped a song called Light Again, so we're gonna get into that. And Shawn Mendes dropped an album as well. I did a video at first, but it deleted, so I had to do a whole new video again. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I don't feel like doing this again. Ugh. But I have to do it, so because I have to get this content out for y'all. Y'all been missing me. So let's get into it. Sabrina Carpenter was actually last in the last video I did, but just because she was last and my phone died on me and my video didn't save, so I'm just gonna start off for her. I'm gonna go backwards because I start so like the pattern I go is kind of how I started in the video. I mean, so never mind, whatever. It'll matter. Anyways, Sabrina Carpenter, dropped her album Short and Sweet. This is like her first mainstream album, so y'all know she's been out for a while or whatever, but she finally made it and broke through like the mainstream success and stuff like that. Because I remember her from like 2017. She was on Disney. I remember her being like in a video in like a bus or whatever, twirling around. Like I remember her. I remember seeing her around a lot. Anyways, but she finally broke into the scene. And y'all know I like Feather and I like Nonsense. I like Nonsense and Feather. That kind of sounds like Ariana Grande, the Nonsense song, but I like it. And so this year when she dropped Espresso, I did a reaction to that, a review on that. I said I like that record. That was a bop. And Please is a song that I don't really care for like that. Great written song, cool song. People like it. It's cool, it's good, but not my cup of tea. It's cool, but not my favorite song. It's cool, it's catchy, but it's not. It don't resonate with me. It reminds me of Taylor Swift music, and you could tell that Jack Antonoff, he produced that because that gets Taylor Swift so much, and I don't know. I just don't really get into that. But anyways, so Taste, the first song on the album, Taste ended up becoming a single when the album dropped. Taste is cute. It's a little cute pop record. It grew on me. I wasn't really crazy about it at first, but hearing people, my little cousin and them play it, hearing it on the radio, it really grew on me. And Taste is a decent little pop record. Please don't really care for it, but it's cool. Good Graces, I love. One of the bops on the album, one of the best songs on the album. I love Good Graces. One of the best ones on the album. Shoppers 2 is cool. Coincidence that's a cool little one too. Back Him, I love. That's one of my favorite songs on the album. I love Back Him. I love the little beat that it has behind it. It gives me an R&B vibe for some reason. I don't know what it gives me, but it gives me something. I love Back Him. Espresso is a bop. That's one of the best songs of the year. Dumb and Poetic is cool. I like that one. Slim Pickens is a country vibe. I like Slim Pickens. That's actually one of the ones that I heard a few times that I actually did like. I like Slim Pickens. Juno's a bop. I can see that being the next single on the album. That's like a bop. Lighter Girls is cool. And Don't Smile is cool as well. So overall, like, this is like a 7 out of 10 album. Not my favorite pop album this year out of the pop girls, but it is a good album that you can go back to and play certain songs. Clearly my favorite is probably Taste, Back Him, Espresso, Good Graces, or Good Grace. Yeah, Good Graces, Espresso, Backham, Slim Pickens, Juno, and Taste are my favorite songs on the album. But overall, the album is decent. It's like a decent album. I give it like a C plus, B minus. It's a good album. It's not bad. It's not great. It's nothing special, but it's not bad. It's like it's cool. You know, it's a cool album. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't hate it, but I also didn't love it so much that I play it every day. But there's a few songs that I go back to here and there. It's cool. She had a great year, and I'm happy for her. Some people think it's payola or whatever, but she's doing her thing, and she's on a sold out tour and doing her thing. So I gotta give it to her. She's doing her thing. So shout out to Sabrina Carpenter for her album. But I feel like among the pop girls though, when it comes to the pop girls though, when we're going albums for albums, I would say the best albums are Billie Eilish for Hit Me Hard and Soft. Then I would say it's Ariana Grande for Eternal Sunshine. Then it's Dua Lipa for Radical Optimism. Then Charlie XCX for Brat. Charlie XCX and Sabrina Carpenter can fight for the 4th and 5th spot. And then it will be Chaperone Room at the bottom. I think her album came out late last year, but she'll be at the bottom if you ask me for the pop girls albums. But I don't think Sabrina Carpenter has the best album out of the pop girls, but I don't think she has the worst album. I think she's in the middle. She and Charlie XCX are like 4th, 5th spot. They could fight for that. Because Charlie album was cool too. It wasn't like better than like Dua Lipa's or Ariana Grande's or Billie Eilish, but it was cool too. So shout out to Charlie on Brat. It was definitely a Brat summer. I love 360. That's a bop. And the Apple's cool too. And she has a few cool songs on there too as well. So shout out to Charlie XCX for doing her thing. Now, moving on from Sabrina Carpenter and getting into how do I got it here? All right, hold on, let me do this. Moving on from Sabrina Carpenter and excuse the commercial, guys, and getting into Katy Perry, because like I was saying earlier, I actually like Sabrina Carpenter. What y'all see me doing? Oh, Short and Sweet tour is over actually. Wow, she had a little short show, but it's sold out. That be sold out. Short and whatchamacallit, I did Katy Perry was actually like the third to last in my last video, but I'm going backwards because my video it ended on me or whatever. So I'm just gonna go to Katy Perry, how I did it like the first time, and go backwards. So Katy Perry dropped her album 143 I Love You. And y'all didn't like that album like that. Y'all dragged that album. Y'all call it all types of names. The whole area, y'all didn't like the whole. Y'all thought the whole area was a chop, actually. So that's just that with that. But for me, the album was a 7 out of 10 as well. 7.5 out of 10. It was cool. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it either. The era I thought was cool as far as like I think she made some mistakes with working with Dr. Luke. I would have went to Max Martin and then went to like maybe Red One. If you wanted like that pop EDM old feel, I would have went back and got people who work on your projects before. But Dr. Luke clearly didn't work for you. And then I think making Woman's World your release single and then working with Dr. Luke was a big mistake. But I already talked about that already in my Lifetimes. What's it called? My Lifetimes review and Woman's World review on here. Y'all can go watch that. I talked about that already. But I know I like Lifetimes. I like Woman's World. Woman's World was generic, but I like it. It was cool. It was cool. Lifetimes very repetitive, but I like Lifetimes a lot. I think it's a vibe. I just think her not having a second verse was kind of a little bit troll, but I like the song. I like Lifetimes. And I'm his, he's mine by Doechii. That's a bop. I love that song. I listen to that a lot. Doechii and Katy Perry look good. Matter of fact, let me play that video actually. That video is a bop. I love that video. I love the song. The video is a bop. The VMA performance, her Vanguard performance was great too. She ate that up. One of the best Vanguard performances we have seen on our TVs before. Like she looked good. It was well deserved. Doechii looked so good. Her album, her mixtape this year was fire. Like I said in my last video for the female rap one. And I just love Katy. I love this video. This reminded me of like the Teenage Dream era. They look good. Katy Perry is in like her super skinny but grown woman sexy era, and I love that for her. And don't she look good? Don't she got a nice body? And I love this song. I'm his queen. I'm his queen. I'm every woman he wants and need. I'm his me. I'm his high. I'm every woman he on his mind. La da dee la da da. Like, come on, Crystal Waters, a gypsy woman sample. That's one of the best samples ever. When people sample that, that's always so good. I love this video. I love this song. So this one was a bop. I listened to that all year. This is actually one of the ones I went back to a lot from her album, actually, because her album, I didn't really go back to a lot of songs that much because a lot of shit been coming out. Just don't have the time. Not that everything is just terrible, like the way people make it seem, but it just haven't had the time to go back to all her stuff like over and over again. But oh my gosh, child, my TV don't shut off on me, guys. Excuse the ghetto-ness. Gorgeous with Kim Petras. I like that song. I like Gorgeous with Kim Petras. I thought that was a great collaboration between them and stuff like that. Hold on one sec, guys. Excuse the black screen. Gorgeous with Kim Petras. I thought that was a decent song. I think I clicked something. I don't know what I clicked. Yeah, I thought that collaboration with Kim Petras was cool. One of the ones I actually did kind of like. The song with 21 Savage. Didn't really care for that one like that. Gimme Gimme wasn't my favorite song, but I could see that being a single. I don't know why she didn't push that. I can see that being a single. I can see people gravitating towards it. And 21 Savage is an artist that has a little bit of a buzz. So I would have probably pushed that. I don't know why she gave up on the era. I understand that people already kind of was talking bad about her and didn't really give her a chance with this era anyways. But I would have pushed it and did something with it. Artificial with JID was cool. I like that song, actually. I think that the song is a good song and everything. I think JID did a good job with his verse. I think she should have pushed that too because JID has a little buzz. So I would have pushed that. Nirvana was cool as well. I like Nirvana. I think it was a cool song too. I definitely think that's one of the best songs on the album. Actually, I think that deserves a push. Actually, I don't know why that ain't gonna push, but I think that deserves a push. All the Love is a good song. I actually like that song too. Truth is cool. Not my favorite, but it's cool. And then Wonder is the one that she had her daughter on, and I thought that was a great record too. I loved hearing her daughter on that. That's so cute. I love that for her. So overall, the album was cool. It wasn't bad. Like the way people made it seem like it was so bad and stuff like that, I didn't get a bad vibe from it. I just think that the problem with it is the Dr. Luke, the Dr. Luke association. And I also think that one of the problems that people probably have with it too is that it's very outdated and it sounds very generic and is very like, I guess 2010s pop, and it's kind of like she went backwards and y'all don't appreciate that type of stuff in this new age. And I think that's why, and I just think y'all kind of over Katy Perry. I think that's what it is. But the music is not just god awful, but it's nothing also amazing or innovative either. Like we've seen this from her and from other people before, and I think it gave nothing. But it's cool. Like if you just like generic pop music and you just like that dance wave, you would like her album. And her VMA performance was, like I said, was good too. I loved it. Shout out to that, the VMA's performance of it. It was cool. Now, moving on, as far as Gaga for Disease, let me just get into Disease. Now, I like Disease. Now, let me just say this. I like Disease. I think Disease is a good song. I think it came out in October. Somewhere in October it came out. I think it's been out a month now and some change. I personally like Disease. I think Disease is a good song. However, I think people don't, same thing with Katy a little bit. I just think that the thing with Disease is that Disease sounds like a song that could have been released in 2013 and like 2014, 2011, 2012, even 2016, possibly 2015, 2016. So like it sounds like a song that could have been released like 8, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12 years ago. So it sounds like a Born This Way track. Like it sounds like something that belongs to Born This Way. And I think y'all don't like when artists kind of go back and deep down into their old stuff and kind of push stuff out now. Y'all don't appreciate that. So I think that's the problem with this. I don't think this translate, and it's not doing so well on the charts because I don't think y'all really believe in where artists kind of go back to their old sound and and try to bring it back into like this new age, because y'all we live in a different era and a new era. Y'all just like y'all don't like the older stuff. So especially like the younger generation and people who really consume music now and or who really cares about Gaga, I think some of y'all little monsters don't like this. I don't know. I think y'all resonate more with the Bruno Mars song because Bruno Mars is a big artist. It was a big collaboration. And it was a simple ballad that could fit top 40, and pop radio like aesthetic. Like it's very simple. I wanna hold you just for a while and die with a smile if the world was changing. Oh, ending, whatever she said. I wanna be next to you. Like y'all like stuff like that. It's very simple, it's very to the point. Bruno Mars is a great collaborator. He has a great voice. Two pop vocalists coming together and singing and doing a ballad. Y'all live for that. So like that was cool for y'all. Y'all ate that up. Y'all like that, whatever, cool. But and it's doing so well. It's top three. Bruno did his thing on there. We love it. But I feel like with Disease is like taking y'all back. And people who really like some little monsters and some fans like when artists go back to their old sound, but some people don't like that. For me, I like when they kind of go back to their old stuff, especially if the new stuff is not working. Go back to what worked, but just make it sound more modern and make it sound more like fresh. But it's nothing wrong with sprinkling some of your older stuff because their older work is a lot of the times be their best work. So I don't mind when they go back, but it's just how you do it. But I like Disease. I find myself singing Disease all the time. I can get your disease. Like 1, 2, 3, ecstasy. Give me for me, baby. Like I'm gonna die. I can be an antidote tonight. Like I find myself singing it. At first, when I first heard it, I thought it was just cute. But like after like a few listens and getting into it more and more, I thought Disease was a great record. So I'm here for Disease. I like Disease, but I just think that it don't resonate with nobody like that. Like what the message resonate with certain people because she talks about like, of course, like sometimes like mental health, falling in love with somebody, and and helping them and things you've been through. Like Gaga always have like a concept, and like even when she's making like poppy, even when she's making poppy music and stuff like that, she still try to find a way to make music like she's still trying to find a way to make music that speaks to her fans. So even when it's supposed to be fun, it's still very pop. I mean, it's still very therapeutic. There's still a message. There's still something deep behind all of her stuff. Even Chromatica. My biggest enemy is being Papa 911. Like she's talking about mental health and like going through stuff. And if you need help, go like call emergency, get help. You know what I'm saying? Like that song is a pop record. That's something that just makes you kind of move and think of like old Gaga and stuff like that. But she was actually talking about something real, and the video was just self-explanatory and it was so amazing. The Chromatica era, I will never forgive Gaga for that. Well, I forgave her now, but it makes me mad every time I think about it because I'm just like, Chromatica was such a good album, full of bops, just such a great album. That could have been a visual album, what's the word I want to use? A conceptual album, but I don't know. I guess that year was there was a lot of politics going on because it was in what you gonna call it, child? It was the year for the politicians to get our votes. It was election year 2020. COVID came, with a lot of injustice that was going on, and we love that Gaga was speaking up for injustice and trying to encourage people to vote, and she was kind of pushing the whole voting stuff, and we love that for Gaga because Gaga's always been somebody who's very honest about like things that she like that she's into, and honest about she's always been like very honest about like what she goes through, and she always speaks up for what's right. So we love when Gaga, is an activist Gaga we love. But Chromatica was such a good album that it just went to waste. Like I would never, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's another story for another day. Nonetheless, moving on. But you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know, but I like Disease. I just think that some of y'all it don't resonate with some of y'all because y'all think it sounds dated too. However, it still charted though, and it went somewhere in the 50s. I think it went like in the 20s the first week, and then they dropped down to I think right now it's like in the 50s or 60s. It's doing okay. It's not bad. Now the video, I like the video. Gaga's gonna always give you a good video, give you a stripped down good video, good visual girl. She gives you that. But the problem with the video is that I just feel like for a song called Disease, like why is it not like dark? Like why is it like the song is a dark song? And another thing too, that's one of the reasons why y'all don't like this song. It's not just because of the fact it sounds dated. I think Y'all don't like when artists do dark pop music. But I feel like a lot of times when artists do dark pop music, when there's a true intention behind it, it's good. It's not bad. So I don't mind Gaga doing like dark pop. I think when she does that, she does a good job at it because she goes through a lot. So I think a lot of the times when she does like pop, dark pop music, it resonates with me. It hits for me. However, um, I think for a song to be a dark pop song though, to see that we don't have no dark movement on here, is she filmed the video during the daytime, just twirling around like a neighborhood, just wasn't really exciting for me. I didn't like that. I know she had like the little dark scene in the building, but like when you look at the building, that the lighting still hits in certain angles, like right here, because like yes, the building is dark and there's no light on, but within like the building, like the windows brings in the light because they were still filming the video during the day, so it don't really show anything that's really dark besides this little scene, and but we still see lights around. But I feel like she should have made a video in the dark. Like I feel like it would have made more sense for a song called Disease, and like the dark stuff she's talking about would have made more sense. But the video was still good. I just didn't like how it wasn't really what we want. But she's fighting herself and trying to regain whatever she's trying to regain. Like, Gaga's always gonna give you a concept. But I just feel like it should have been in the dark though. That's the only thing complaint I have with the video. It's gonna be a little demonic sometimes. I'm not here for all of that. So sometimes I skip those things. But Gaga is an artist that kind of shift like she kind of shifts, like she kind of goes against certain odds, and she's one of the artists that don't have the boundaries. She does what she wants. So she's a very great artist anyways, and great visual artist as well. So shout out to her. I like Disease. That's a bop. I'll give Disease like an 8 out of 10. I like Disease. That's a bop. I like the song. It's a cool song. And, it's my cup of tea, but I understand that people might think that is a little bit outdated. Now Bruno dropped a song with Nobody's Knocking is the win. Now Bruno dropped a song with Lisa, but not with Lisa. What's my baby name? Rose from I think she's from Blackpink with Lisa, right? And stuff like that. Rose is a good artist, and I'm glad that she went solo too, because I don't know what a Blackpink is still putting out music and stuff like that. So, anyways, Bruno got a song with her, and Bruno's been working hard this year. Shout out to my boy Bruno Mars. Like Bruno Mars is a very great artist. I love how he does his collaboration with people and stuff like that. I love how he's been collaborating with the girls. He give Gaga a top 10 this year with Die With A Smile. It's top 3 and stuff like that. And now he's working with Rose, and the song went top 10 and stuff like that. And he's just been kind of giving the girls collaboration. This is his off year, but he was able to secure 2 top 10 hits by collaborating with the girls and doing pop collaborations. And I love that for him. I think he's doing a really good job with that. And I love how Bruno is just dedicated. Like when he collaborates with people, he does a pretty good job and stuff like that. He does a very pretty good job with anyways. Bruno does a good job with just with